Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and it is Saturday morning. I think it's around 11:30 or so. I have been doing some running around today. I've already been to the bank and a couple of other stores, just having to get some errands knocked out of the way. If I do grocery shopping this weekend, it'll probably be tomorrow after church, but I may wait until a little bit later in the week. We'll just have to see. I'm getting ready to run into Tractor Supply now. I need dog food, and I may go ahead and just pick up some more chicken feed so I have it if I'm already here, if it's on, has a decent price on it right now. And then I just have a couple more stops I need to do before I can go home and really just throw myself into my day. I am going to go clean my car. I have church tomorrow, and I hope I'm going to be able to pick my dad up for church, so I want to make sure the car is nice and clean, and get gas, because gas would be good to be able to make it there. And I'm just going to work my way down my list of things I need to do in town that I can knock out right now before I go home and just get my day going. I've already got a couple of loads of laundry done this morning, ran the dishwasher, started cleaning the bathroom, just putting away stuff, made beds, strip sheets, clean sheets are on the bed. So a chunk of stuff is already done this morning, but I have a ton of stuff to do. If you're interested in how I set up my week with my planner, I did a video on it, and I will link it up in the corner of how my weeks are planned out in my planner. So I'm going to go ahead and run into Tractor Supply and go get what I need, and then hit a couple more stops, get my car clean, and get home and start cleaning. Hey guys, I am at Zaxby's now. I just spent way too much time in Tractor Supply, but you'll have to keep an eye out for my haul video on it. I found some great deals for Christmas gifts on clothes. They were clearancing out a bunch of clothes, so I went ahead and started buying to add to my Christmas box, because, you know, September, October, I always am starting my shopping by then. Some people are done by then, but I'm at least starting, and I have my Christmas box going in my room. So I found some really great deals on some clothes for Christmas. So spent a little longer in there than I planned on. It is, I can't see the clock without my glasses. I know it's after 12, but I'm at Zaxby's right now. I'm going to go grab a tea, and they have the good ice here. If you are a connoisseur of ice, you know what I mean. It's the little tiny soft balls of ice, and I am a habitual ice cruncher. So I am going to get me a nice big glass of tea, because it is 90 something outside right now. And then I'm going to go clean my car, put gas in it, and check my list to see what else I still need to do in town before I go home. Okay guys, it is about 1:19. I just finished cleaning out my car. It's not perfect. The seats need leather treatment, and so does the dash, but Jaden's been wanting to make some extra money, so I probably will have him do that later on. I'll be heading to the gas station next, because look, my gas light's not even on. That is that is major for me. I tend to not go to the gas station until the light pops on. So I'm working my way down the list, and I have deposited Trev's check, so that's marked off. Dog food was super important. I needed to do that. I started putting some stuff here in my Saturday spot, but honestly, I just have way too much that it just didn't fit there. So I will go over here to my Saturday to-do list and see what I have here. I have clean car, and that's it that I have on my Saturday to-do list. I did not put all my running around on here. So I'm going to run to the gas station now, and then hopefully get home to start working on all of this, and we'll see how that goes. So my tomato guy is here today. I love getting from him. This guy gives me really great deals on things, and he will give me a lot of his seconds, ones that are bruised or too dirty or something, and those are ones that I make tomato sauce and tomato jam and stuff with. So I was on my way home, saw he was there, I'm listening. It is really hot. So I'm gonna go and grab some tomatoes from him and then head on home. Okay guys, if you are following along with Flylady, we are in zone 5 this week, which is the living room. Now, I don't let the living room get too out of control because if someone comes to the front door, this is the first room that people walk into and they see. You need to be comfortable in your living room. It needs to be, you know, a lived-in room, but not a disaster. So it's not going to take me too long to whip this room into shape. The dusting actually takes me longer because of these wooden blinds and getting to the sills and then vacuuming the couches. The dogs are only allowed up on the furniture if they're invited, but Chris invites them a lot up into his chair. So it is always covered in dog hair. And so usually once a week, whenever I sweep, I just kind of quickly sweep his chair down. But when it's time to zone clean, I get out the dust buster and get in all the crooks and crevices and flip it up and get underneath it, because even though we sweep every single day in here, which I swept last night, so it's probably not too bad. I'm going to sweep again and mop and everything, but with these guys, I end up with puffs of dog hair, just little tufts of it all over the place, and it gets up under the furniture and the tables and drives me crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and just start at the top and work my way down. Start with the dusting, fluffing pillows, wiping down tables. Some of this fall stuff is going to be switched out for Halloween tomorrow, and then it'll come back out at Thanksgiving. I don't remember everything I have for Halloween. I'm going to be going through it and purging some of it and setting some aside for the kids. Like I said, I'm really changing the look of my decor in the house now that I don't have little ones anymore, going for more grown-up style. So I'm going to go through and just get everything straightened up and cleaned up in here and wiped down, and then I can move on to the next room of the house. Okay, I have this room all done. Like I said, I will be switching some of the decorations out and putting Halloween in its place, hopefully tomorrow, but my goal is to get the whole house done now. So it's mopped, it's done. I have a candle lit over here so it'll smell great, and I'll flip on my wax warmer a little bit later. Jaden's room is his responsibility. I don't mess with that. And the bathroom is usually his responsibility too. I will give it a quick once over. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. He's usually pretty good about keeping it up. He just never puts a roll of toilet paper out. I don't understand it. Is it a kid thing? Is it a guy thing? It makes me crazy. But I think we're ripping this toilet out tomorrow. It's got a crack down the front and it has been leaking for a little while. The floor has been damaged for years and way before we bought this house. It was kind of rigged how it was installed. So Chris is going to have to pull this out. He's been really putting it off doing it because he hurt his knee really bad a couple months ago. And he's got a huge knot of fluid, a big, you know, just bubble of fluid on his knee. And he's going to have to be on his knees to do this. So I'm going to see if I can help him, and Jaden, maybe between us, we can do all the work on our knees and he can do the cutting and the directing. I would prefer, if we could, just go ahead and take the sink out, take the toilet out, fix the floor. And we have bought flooring for the entire house already. We have it stored under the bed because we know eventually we want to do this floor throughout the whole house. And if we are going to go ahead and do the toilet, I'd like to just go ahead and rip it up, put down new flooring and new plywood and everything, so that we don't have an issue with the toilet wobbling anymore. We want to install some grab bars. We have family members that are getting elderly, and this is the front bathroom that more people tend to use. So I want them to be able to easily get up and down in this bathroom. So it is on the list. We'll just see how bad it is come Sunday. If it's a quick swap and Chris can just try and get a new toilet in place, then we'll leave it. If the floor is as bad as I think it is, I have a feeling we'll be ripping all the flooring out and redoing that floor. So this is going to be the last room that I redecorate because I don't want to have to take a bunch of stuff down and move it out of the way until that's done. So I'm just going to give this just a quick little wipe down. Jaden looks like he has it pretty good, and then I'll move on to my bathroom. Okay, I am on to our bathroom. It's not too bad. I don't do daily swish and swipe. I try, but it doesn't always happen. The mirrors need to be done, the counters, the toilet. I haven't done the toilet in a couple of days, and the shower. And this is what I was saying in my previous tour video about the panels. If I don't come and neaten them each time it's opened, then it looks really messy. But I have a curtain that I had ordered a while back, and I'm going to change it out probably tomorrow. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and scrub the shower and straighten this up and do the floors, and just give my bathroom a quick rundown so that it is nice and clean if company shows up, so that I can move on to the kitchen. And then after the kitchen, I will probably do the front porch, and then maybe the back porch. At some point, I need to finish doing laundry. Throughout my day, I'm constantly swapping loads and taking and putting them on my bed. And then I just fold everything at one time. I don't try and fold as they come out. I just don't have time. But, you know, bedding and stuff is going right now. And I'm going to go ahead and just get this bathroom done and then tackle the kitchen. Okay, 2 tips I have for cleaning the bathroom. One, this is the hand towel that we have been using all week. Mainly, it's just Chris and I in this bathroom, and I just change out the hand towel once a week. And I use this hand towel to first wipe down sinks, counters, then the toilet, and then the floor. And to do the floor, I just soak it down and put some cleaner on it, and then I go around and just mop it with my foot and the wet towel. And when it comes time for this to be my zone, I'll get down on my hands and knees and give the floor a good scrub. But in between, this is what I do, or I'll just take my other mop and just give it a quick wipe. The other thing is, keep a bin somewhere for quick pickup. I keep one here, and this is stuff that just gets left on the counter. It all needs to go to a home, and when this is the zone for this bathroom, I'll go through this bin of stuff and put everything where it belongs. But just to get it off the counter so that the counter is nice and neat, it just goes in here. And if Chris says, where is such and such? I left it on the bathroom counter. If I did not put it with his stuff, then most likely it is in here, and it's just tucked out of the way. And at the end of the day, you can just quickly clean off the counter. So that's just a tip, and then I'll put everything away that's in it when it's time. All right, now to the next room. Okay, so we are on to the kitchen, and we've had a little bit of a delay. There were some tripped breakers out in the shop. The guys were working. Chris is not home and could not figure out what in the world breaker had tripped, because I had no water to the house. There was no power to the garage, no power to the shop. So they had to go breaker box by breaker box until they found the issue. So found it. I have water again. I can keep cleaning. So it looks bad, but it's not really, really bad. All these are clean dishes. They need to be put away. I did desserts Thursday night, and all of these little silicone trays and all that stuff were from that. For some reason, Jaden just hates putting those things away. I don't know. So they just haven't gotten put away. The dish drain is full. The dishwasher is full of clean dishes. Those are extra baskets for collecting eggs. And then this is stuff that has just gotten left. All this is Jaden's, I'm pretty sure. Harbor Freight stuff. So that's his bags. This was from Thursday night. This was from Thursday night. This was from Thursday night. This is me cleaning. And then the table. I need to pull the tablecloth off because I just knocked my tea over on it. And so it needs to go in the wash on the next load. So I will get that pulled off and a fresh tablecloth on. Just other stuff. We had a snake the other day and I was trying to find some bird shot. So I was going just through some loose bullets and stuff that we had looking for it. But I need to go buy some. I don't have any for my 38 and we don't have any 22. I bought my dad some, but I guess I didn't buy us some. I'm not sure. That or it just disappeared. So I just need to get cleaning in the kitchen and get it done because I really need to work on laundry and then the mud room in the pantry. Those are the next rooms. I'll work on outside stuff. It is still blazing hot outside. It is so ridiculous. I am so ready for some cool weather. You know, we're in Florida. We don't see much cool weather, but if it could get, 70, I would be so happy. If it could get below 80 with a lower humidity level, I would be thrilled. But it's in the mid 90s at like 100% humidity and pretty much dying every time I step outside. So I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen done, which will include getting my meal plan, a new meal plan up for the week, and just getting all my counters done, my dishes done, my floors done, quick wipe down, new tablecloths, and just a basic pick up, put away in here. So I'm going to get started on that. Yeah, I need to go grocery shopping, but I'll do that later. Okay, so the kitchen is pretty well clean. These are just bags that I had some apples and grapes and stuff in that are drying out, and towels that I had dishes draining on, so they can still be used for a little bit more. Cleaned out the fridge, anything that needed to go to the chickens, that all is going to go out, but on the whole, it's clean enough that I'm okay moving on to the next room. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and plan out my meals for the week. Okay, So Monday will be October 1st. So I have in my planner a few of the meals, but I haven't finished planning everything out yet. So I'll go ahead and think about what else I need to add. We have a couple of weeks break for bowling, and I'm not sure if I'm going to bowl the next season. I may take a break because it's right here at the holidays, and it's usually always just so busy at the holidays. So leftovers can start going back on Thursday nights and stay there, at least for a while. And weekends are always kind of hectic, so I never know 100% how weekends are going to go. But let me just look back at last month, what I did not use, and see what I might want to move forward. Let's see. So I could do like a Salisbury steak or something like that with hamburgers, and I could also do pork chops. So that'll fill in the last two. So I don't have a pencil. Oh well. So let's say hamburger steaks with mushroom gravy. Let's see, pasta and a salad, and pork chops with fig sauce and sweet potatoes. Alright, so I have them in my planner. Now I just have to put them on my blackboard here. And it just kind of gives the family an idea of what might be coming for the week. This is not set in stone. So this is 10/1/2/07. So that is that. So the first thing I have is shake and bake chicken, homemade shake and bake, with English pea salad, mashed potatoes, and applesauce. So and then stovetop casserole with green beans and cranberry sauce. Ham and potato casserole with salad. Meatloaf with mashed potato, carrots, and salad. Hamburger steaks with mushroom gravy. And pasta. I don't know, I might do it over rice, I'm not sure. We have not been very trim healthy mama lately, so pork chops with fig sauce and sweet potatoes. And just because I know I probably will end up doing it, we'll have breakfast for dinner one night. I always like to give myself extras to choose from. And I think that's it. That's good for now. So, alright, so I have my meal plan set up for the week. I have everything in the house right now to make all of this. I don't need to go to the grocery store for anything. So anything I have to go and pick up from the grocery store this week is just going to be extras or something in particular that one of the kids need or Chris needs or something along those lines. Because technically, I have everything in the house that we need. So we're good right now. Chris has family coming into town next week, so I know my meal plan is going to change next week. And I know that one night, Wednesday night, I'll be going to Gainesville, so I probably will do one of these ahead of time so that if I'm not here, the guys don't have to fend for themselves. It'll be ready to go. All right, I can put this up and I can move on to the next room. Okay guys, I am out on my front porch and I'm avoiding the mudroom in the pantry because I really don't want to do it. So I'm going to knock out the front porch next. I'm just going to water everything really well and sweep, knock down any bugs or cobwebs or anything because this zone starts Monday, I think. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure this zone starts Monday. So I'm going to be just going through this really fast and just giving it a quick sweep and water everything because they desperately need to be watered. It is so hot, and something has been coming in, I'm thinking squirrels, and digging into my plants. This plant is just completely missing down there. There's just a hole. I guess it carried it away. I'm not entirely sure. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, the porch is done. I didn't spend too much time out here. Refilling the gallons of water probably takes the most time, but I just keep them stored behind here so that I can pull them out and water all at one time and then go inside and fill them all up. This one I need to pull out another container to go underneath it because it got crushed, so it is not holding water very well. But other than that, the porch is pretty good. But it's this zone coming up, so I will get it taken care of, and I'll be mowing sometime this week. I don't think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. The front yard's not too bad, but the fields and the backyard are what's getting messy. But like I said, Chris has family coming in next week. No, not next week, the week after. So I'll probably do it towards the end of next week so that it's freshly mown before we have company in. So it can go a little bit longer. Okay, this is the room I have been putting off because I absolutely hate doing it. I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's the most horrible thing in the world, but I really hate cleaning the mudroom. Part of it is these rugs, they don't vacuum very well. They have these really deep ridges in them. So you can't vacuum them. You have to take them out, put them over the fence, and beat them out. And they are really heavy and unwieldy. And we have to have them in here because this floor is so slick. My dad would definitely fall going across this floor. There's just something about this flooring that is incredibly slick. It gets a little sand on it and you will bust your butt. I will be so glad when we end up redoing the flooring in here, but that is not going to be anytime soon. This is 4th of July. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, what holiday was that? That is a bunch of 4th of July stuff that needs to go out to the storage shed. This is all fall stuff I had not put up yet that I haven't decided what I'm going to do with. The shoes and the baskets I just need to go through and do something with, but I have to get all the rugs out so that I can sweep the floor. It's just a pain. And then my pantry. My pantry tends to be a catch-all like the bedroom, and it's not that it is that bad. It's just the tiny little bit of floor space that you get a couple of things in here, and then all of a sudden you can't walk around anymore. So like this bag of stuff is all the stuff I took down from different parts of the house that after the holidays will go back up. So I know what that is. This is all camp stuff that I need to go through for our upcoming trip. This just needs to go back. That's Halloween stuff that will be getting put out. Sugar, which it stays there. The stool needs to get put up. The cold bag needs to get put up. My clean jars are growing, and I think I need to put them somewhere else, but I'm not sure where yet. This is the box I put in here to start putting holiday food in, but it's gotten everything else in it but holiday food. And then this is a box that Mom decided to clean out her cabinets and send me a bunch of her stuff that I haven't had a chance to go through yet and figure out what I'm going to do with it. I have aprons that fell and drawers that are just not shut back. So it just looks like a disaster in here, and I just don't want to do it. And I'm just being whiny because I don't want to do it. And then I guess there's more than one area that I really don't want to do, because next is the back porch. And I really don't want to do this either. Ta-da! So this is all the stuff that came from camp that I still have to put away and do something with. This is trash. Dog beds I washed. Stuff that needs to go back out to the garden. Stuff that needs to get put away. Air mattresses and towels and pillows and stuff like that. Bedding from when I had baby chicks up here on the porch months ago, and I just have not lugged that giant thing of bedding back out. Also, the cage that I have not lugged back out yet. So, scallop stuff from our Steenhatchee trip. This is our boat box that needs to get put back up. These are all clothes that are going to be donated. It is just stuff. Everywhere you look is just stuff. Halloween, no, take it back. Thanksgiving is in this one. That one is empty for fall stuff to go back into, and I have my washers and dryers steadily going all day long. You haven't even seen the mound of laundry that's on my bed yet that I still have to get to. So, all right, I'm just gonna tackle. So it is almost 9:30. We stopped for a little while and had dinner, and now is when I should be working outside. The weather's actually quite pleasant outside right now, but I'm on my way out to go collect eggs. Haven't done that yet. My crazy child, you can't see him, he's out in the middle of the field spray painting a grill for his truck. Crazy kid. I think it's too damp. I think it's gonna bubble up, but let him do his thing. And then I have to go get feed out of the trunk of the car for the dogs, the dog food. I'll get the chicken feed tomorrow. And then go back and switch a little laundry and keep working. Are you spray painting, bud?
Yeah, yes.
Well, it appears I have some escapees up on top there that are not in the coop with the others, so I'm not gonna mess with them tonight. I'll put them in tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to clear off the top of that. It's on my list of to-dos, is to get out here and do some work. Just never seems to be enough time. Macy, what you doing? Where's Jaden? Where's Jaden? Go find Jaden. Let's go find him. Jaden's working on his truck. Son, you are gonna get high off fumes. I get anywhere near your truck and all I smell is paint fumes.
Oh, that's dumb, man, because I've sprayed an entire can down there in the yard to do the grill for now.
Gosh. Okay guys, so this is where I'm probably going to leave it for the night. I still have a ton of laundry on the bed that I have to go move off the bed. I've not folded yet, but I'm just gonna have to fold it tomorrow. Chris is really tired, wanting to head to bed, so I'm just going to put that away and deal with it tomorrow. This room is reasonably straightened up. I took all the rugs out, beat them, swept and damp mopped the floor, and then just kind of did a straighten up in the pantry. It is definitely not great. Hopefully this bag will get put away tomorrow. I need to go through this stuff. Some of that is stuff Mom sent, and then the other thing is all the decorations that are going to go back out that are normal household decorations. This will get gone through because it's camp stuff. So other than that, not too bad for this room. Like I said, it could still use a little bit more straightening, but for now, I'm gonna call it good. I can get to everything. So we'll see. I will deal with the eggs tomorrow. They're down here. The experiment has worked really well, except I have moved it so many times that the eggs have jostled around, and I think quite a few of them have cracked. Whenever I was cooking with them, when I was going through and float testing them and stuff before I cooked them, I think quite a few of them were cracked, and I tossed those. And when I cracked the lid to check on them the other day, I had the aroma of rotten egg. So I'm thinking that some of the cracked ones have started going bad. So I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to just scrap that experiment before I do anything else with it. I'll use the tractor tomorrow to lug it out to the back of the property and dump it over the fence, because I don't want rotten eggs anywhere near the house. And then I can bleach out this container and use it for something else. But this is where we're at tonight. This is stuff that's donate, and this and that new broom and dustpan is for Trevelyan. I need to put it in the trunk of my car along with the rest of her stuff. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go move stuff off the bed so Chris can hop into it and go to sleep, and then I'm gonna grab a shower because I've got to get up for Mass in the morning. All right, have a good Saturday night. Well, it is Sunday morning, and I am on my way to go pick up my dad and take him to Mass, and then we'll get started with the rest of our day.
Can you hand me that?
Okay, guys, it is around 3 something this afternoon. My morning has really gotten away from me. We had Mass this morning, and then by the time I took my dad to breakfast and took him home and I got back home, it was almost 1 o'clock. And then I've been helping Chris with the toilet in the house, getting the old one out, getting the new one unboxed. He's putting it together now. And we just had a quick little rain shower, and I know that more rain is coming this afternoon, so I'm going to try and at least get the coop cleaned out and get the stuff off the back porch that needs to go out to the chicken area done before it starts really dumping rain. I checked the radar. I have a little bit of a window, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and get it done, and then we'll see how much I can get done before I have to do just inside stuff. Okay, the coop is all cleaned out, and I had some damp shavings I just dumped around the outside of the coop and spread out. So now I'm going to try and pull a bunch of trash and stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of and put it in a pile before we take it to the dump. And it is so hot out here and so humid, just sweating my butt off. I really hate Florida. All right, let's get going. Okay, guys, so I've spent probably close to an hour working out here. I've cleared off a lot up top, just got rid of a bunch of trash, have a huge amount of trash that's going to be going in the trailer whenever we do our dump run. These are some bins I picked up on Swip Swap, got a great deal on them. I'll try and link that video up in the corner, but pretty happy with it. At least this area is cleaned up. All of this stuff will be going into my garden area when we get the raised bed set up. For now, it's just here out of the way. I could do some more cleaning up here, but honestly, I'm really out of time. I still need to do a lot more stuff in the house. I'm going to pick up a bit more of the trash over in the garden side and just throw it into the pile for now. But I'm gonna call it good for the moment and head inside and get back to work. Okay, I have this huge mound. It's not that huge, it's pretty big. Mound of trash that I've pulled out of the garden and the coop. And I have all of these bins here that I need to scrub, and I can use them for holiday decorations or something like that. They held feed and scratch and all that. Oh, and I forgot to put that up. I need to go grab that and put that up. But on the whole, it's better out here. I'm gonna go grab that other cage and bin, put that up, and then head inside. Oh, and I already have pulled some eggs and a bin that I'm gonna scrub up to use in the kitchen. And if you're wondering what my little rig job here is, it's just a piece of panel. It's not cattle panel, or maybe it is cattle panel. That is just a scrap piece that I've just used some baling twine, and I've made an opening from the chicken run into the garden area, because you can see we are pulling everything out of the garden area. All of the bins that we were using for raised beds, I'm pulling all the extra metal fencing out that I was using for trellises. Everything's getting pulled out, and we're going to end up putting raised beds in here, hopefully over the winter. We're going to try and set it up so that come spring I can put a garden in. But there is lots of stuff over here for chickens to eat. There's still things producing. There's still pepper plants. The eggplant, they've managed to get all the eggplants off as soon as they start growing on here. But bugs and everything else. So I'm just letting the chickens have at it for as long as they want until we get in here and start doing work. So for now, this is just what I've rigged up for them so they can go from their side to this side. Have I mentioned lately how much I hate Florida and how much I hate sweating? And yet, when you live here, you do it every day. Okay, so I am ridiculously hot right now, and I'm starving and want to cool down, and I don't want to warm anything up. I don't want anything hot, so I am going to make a Waldorf salad to snack on, and then while I'm making that, I'm just snacking on some frozen grapes and ice water to try and cool off, because it is about, I think it was 93 or so today, not near as hot as it has been, but the humidity is, you just step outside and you start sweating. So it is rough outside. I'm hot. I want to cool down, so I want to eat something cold. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this up real quick. Well, I figured I was already cooking with the Waldorf salad, and I had pecans out. So I looked over and I had some super ripe bananas there. So I went ahead and just made some banana walnut muffins since I was already messing around in the kitchen. I'm gonna get these going and the kitchen cleaned up and get back to work. Okay, so that bin I brought in from the chicken coop fit down here really well. I had this one inside. I used to have this on my front porch and had plants in it, and I had cleaned it up and brought it inside to hold hot pads. And I remembered I had a second one and thought I had taken it out to the coop. I found it and am using it to hold kitchen towels, and it works perfectly. You know, it's good to just reuse things instead of going and buying brand new. Okay, I have started clearing off the porch. I got all this stuff done. Have my last load of laundry in the washer. I just hung another quilt out on the line. I have the dryer running, and I'm gonna start working on this. I did get the cage off and the big thing of shavings off. So it's not all going to get emptied and taken away, but part of it is going to get emptied and taken away, just so that it will be decent by the time we have company show up next week, because I don't want to have to come back and revisit this other than to wipe down furniture and wipe down the table before then. So I'm going to get started. I have Waldorf salad made up in the fridge and banana nut muffins in the toaster oven, and then I'm just going to figure out what I'm going to make up to go with that for dinner tonight, because it's just Chris and I tonight. So something simple. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think it's after 6. I'm not sure. I haven't even looked at the clock in a while. So I'm gonna get started on this and see what I can get knocked out before I start folding laundry. I just have to take a moment and brag about Chris. He is just such a good man. I was wondering why it was taking him so long to get back from Home Depot. He needed one more part for the bathroom repair, and he'd been gone for close to an hour or more, and he just came in and he's like, hey, I gotta leave again. I heard his truck running outside. He said someone's broken down up the road. Family was trying to help him at the gas station, and the gas station was out of gas cans, so I drove back here to pick up a gas can to go rescue them. And then while he was at Home Depot, he got a call from a customer that was having an appliance flooding emergency, and he left Home Depot, went to their house on a Sunday to go take care of the problem. They run a daycare with handicapped kids, so he went and took care of it on a Sunday, and now he's going to go rescue the kid that's on the side of the road in the heat with no gas. So he's a pretty awesome guy. Pretty lucky to have him. Okay guys, it's almost 7 o'clock and we're taking a break for dinner. Chris has had a heck of a time with the brand new toilet. He bought the brand new one late, so he's trying to decide whether or not he's going to fix it or take it back. So we're kind of at a standstill with that one at the moment. And since I already made banana nut muffins and Waldorf salad earlier, I am just quickly sauteing up some garlic and onions, and I'm going to throw a couple hamburger patties, and we're going to have kind of like patty melts type thing, just something quick I can do so I can get back working for the two of us. And so we'll have our patty melts with Waldorf salad and banana nut muffins. Okay, here is Chris's dinner. I just put a piece of cheese after I seasoned the hamburger and cooked it up, and then I just put the onions and garlic over the top, along with some sliced up tomatoes with salt and pepper, the banana nut muffins I made, and Waldorf salad. We're gonna eat this and then get back to work. Okay, dinner is done, kitchen is cleaned up, and I'm heading back to work on the porch some more. Okay guys, it is 10 till 9 and I'm calling it good on the porch. This is going to be one of my upcoming zones, and I know I'll be spending more time out here because we're going to be doing parties coming up and the holidays are coming, and I know I have pressure washing and clean screens, and I need to strip all of the covers off the cushions and wash them. So I know that is upcoming, but I'm not doing it right now. So I just have swept and cleaned up and gone through Charity and swept, wiped down tables and chairs. I have the last load of laundry going in the washer right now. I just stacked up some of the stuff over here. The bottom bin is garden, and this basket goes out to the garden. One is a boat bin and our scallop cleaning kit. Those will end up going back in the boat. This is all recycling that we're not actually recycling. We're saving the water jugs for an upcoming camping trip so we can just refill them, and the water bottles are going to be saved so that we could freeze them and put them in the cooler. So this is separate. It's not with our regular recycling, and we know what it is. This is just here for now. I'm not sure if we're going to leave it like this. Chris is thinking about putting me another dryer here, so I have 2 washers and 2 dryers. I probably don't need that, especially since our family is getting smaller and smaller as the kids are moving away. But it's nice to have, especially if one goes. And then we were talking about taking down these shelves anyway and putting one of those enclosed white cabinets there because it would just look nicer. It kind of looks messy, but I just put this here. And I don't have to use that for shoes. I could put all of my laundry soaps and detergents and everything there and have another dryer on top, which I'm thinking about, I'm thinking that might not be a bad idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I went ahead and just left these bins here because they need to go out to the shed, and they're fine for now. So I know what's in them and what I can do with them, and I wouldn't be appalled if someone walked up on our back porch right now. So I'm gonna call it good and head in and start working on laundry. Okay guys, the bed is once again empty except for 3 socks. How is it that they always go in as pairs and yet they just disappear? I don't know. So I have these 3. I'm going to go put them to the side because I know that they are not in the dryer. I know what's in the dryer right now and I know they are not in the dryer. So they've got to be around here somewhere, but all the laundry is washed and put away except for what's going in the dryer right now. I haven't done too much in the bedroom. My desk is reasonably clean. This is all stuff that has to go to my dad. This is the new shower curtain that's going to go up in the bathroom when I finally decorate. And I just kind of straightened my end table a tiny little bit. I need to straighten up my books and stuff, but it's good enough. It's good enough for now. This is my closet area. I had to fix that. I'm still going through this. We have a couple of trips coming up. These are the bins that I keep in here right now, and as I wash stuff and pack stuff and acquire stuff to take back to our off-grid camper, they always go in these gray and yellow bins. And then this is all of our camp stuff, and we have a couple of camping trips coming up, so those will get repacked again. Okay, it is so nice that all of the bins are empty. It's just amazing how much laundry you can accumulate, and then I wash all of the bedding and linens and stuff on the weekend, so that's about 4 loads just in itself, along with towels and kitchen towels and just uniforms and everything else. I had to go get the last comforter off the line. It is just too humid. It was not drying, so I have it in the dryer to hopefully finish it off so I can fold it and put it away tonight. And I am getting ready to go get a shower now and then start checking over my list and see where I'm at. Okay guys, it is about 11:45. I just hopped out of the shower and I am setting my week up on my planner, trying to put together the list of everything I need to pick up and do this week. I always make my weekend list longer than what I know realistically I'm going to get done, and then I can just move it over to the next week, whatever I don't do. So we'll start at the beginning of my Saturday list. Nope, I have not touched the eggs in the pantry. I do need to do that. I did clean the coop. I put all the garden trash in a big pile to go in the trailer, but it is not all in the trailer yet, but it's easy enough to do. I did put all the feed in the metal bins. Nope, I have not scrubbed out the bins. Those are in a pile to get done. I did cut down the rack at the back door. I did all of my zone cleaning for the week. I have not pulled out Halloween. I did get the entire house clean. I did clean my car. I did clean out the refrigerator, and I cleaned the back porch. I have not pressure washed the stairs because Chris is going to actually be taking the stairs apart this week and fixing them because they've got some really loose stairs, loose treads, so he is going to be taking those apart. And since I did not pull out the pressure washer, I did not do the driveway, and I really didn't have time to do that anyway. I did not pull out or put up any of the Halloween decor. I'm working on my grocery list. I'd already said earlier I was going to put off mowing until probably next weekend because we have company the following week, so I want it to look nice when we get company. I did get all the laundry done, and I did start separating and putting stuff together for our canoe trip this month. So that is what I have managed to get knocked out for this weekend. Not quite as much as I would have liked to have done, but this is just a typical work weekend for us. I mean, this is the way my weekends usually are unless we're going somewhere. So quite a few things that I'll be adding on to next week. I definitely will have to get the Halloween done next weekend because the next week company comes in. I definitely will be taking care of the eggs in the pantry. I do not want to have a stinky house. The bins, I will be doing that. Let's see, I will be going to the grocery store probably Tuesday, and that's it. The pressure washing will get done probably before Halloween. I can't guarantee that it's going to get done before the kids' birthday party, but I'm going to say before Halloween. I like to get pressure washing done. It'll start getting cold in November, so I don't want to be doing it when it is, 40, 50 degrees outside. It's just a little too nippy. I'm praying for those 40 to 50 degree days. I would gladly pressure wash in them if we could have them now. So, but this is where I'm at right now. Not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and finish my grocery list, move stuff to next week that needs to be done, and get clothes laid out for in the morning and call it a night. I'm about done. That last load is in the dryer, but I'll just fold it in the morning. I'm not worried about it. It's just a comforter. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what one of my typical work cleaning around the house and homestead looks like. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. All right, guys, I hope you had a great weekend.